Hello, I'm Keel. I'm the president of Augusta University. I want to take just a few minutes today to talk directly to you, our students. Like the rest of the world, our country, our state, and our communities, Augusta University and AU Health have experienced unprecedented changes and disruptions that have caused us to rethink how we live our lives, how we conduct our business, and how, more importantly, we treat each other. Certainly this is true for the coronavirus pandemic that we have been fighting since March, but it is also true regarding the calls for more substantive efforts towards diversity, equity, and inclusion. The conversations that have taken place over the last several months indicate that we could all do better in this regard. We can do better in our country, our state, our community, and yes, we can also do better at Augusta University. I have been extraordinarily proud of our students for the way by which protest and discourse on these matters have been conducted. I'm particularly proud of our student leadership and the numerous organizations with whom I have spoken over the last month. However, as much as I enjoy talking with each of you on issues regarding how we can do better with living up to our values, I suspect that many of you like me when I say it's now time for action. It's time for us to act first by coming together with a shared commitment and determination to do the things we all know we need to do to make our university the place where all students, faculty, and staff feel welcome, included, and are given equal opportunities to thrive. This important work is already underway, and I'd like to take a few minutes today to share the actions that have been taken over the past few weeks and how we plan to keep you updated moving forward. Several of our senior leaders and I facilitated and participated in a number of meetings and listening sessions over the past few weeks with your fellow students, faculty, staff, and alumni. These conversations were insightful and provided a good opportunity for honest and open dialogue, and I'm truly grateful for everyone who participated in those meetings. After each meeting, I didn't leave with a sense of gloom or negativity, but rather with a sense of optimism and hope for our future. Optimism in that it is clear to us all that we can do better, and hope for knowing that each of you would join me in the journey towards making AU a better place. During these sessions, we've heard clearly that there is more to be done in our community and our university concerning diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we agree, we can do better. We must do better, and we will do better. We will continue to dialogue with the greater AU community. It's now time to put those words, however, into action. We have documented the concerns and ideas that our students, faculty, and staff shared with us and have created a list of action steps. We had already begun work on many of the concerns and ideas that were shared, but our conversations further refined our understanding of the challenges and underscored the urgency of this work. We can do better. We have identified a number of actions to move forward to capitalize on the momentum of our conversations and take some meaningful actions as we move forward now. These action steps fall into three categories: those that we can accomplish in the short term, midterm actions that will take more time, and commitments to long-term and continuing substantive change. The short-term action items have already begun, and we expect to complete them prior to the start of the fall term. These actions include the following. We have identified a training program and plan to offer online DEI training for all students, faculty, and staff members. We will reintroduce and continue to invest in the Office of Diversity and Inclusion and the Multicultural Student Engagement Center. This effort will be led by Dr. Tiffany Townsend, Dr. Susan Davies, and Dr. Garrett Green. We are working to add a link to the Office of Diversity and Inclusion website that will list each of these action items, the category we've assigned it to, and a status update on the action item and where we are. We expect this link to be completed next week. We're also planning a town hall where our leadership can share some of the specifics with you about our action items and our plans to address each. In the short term, with your help, we will do better. Additional midterm action items will begin this fall and continue until completion. Some of these action items include the following. We must identify and address bias on our campus in a way that provides restoration to broken relationships. A model that has worked well on other college campuses is called TRUST, for Tolerance, Reformation, and Unity Support Team. Trained team members will utilize a restorative practice approach to provide a healing campus response to the incidences of biasness by building a foundation of trust. Our university has a rich history, but we have not sufficiently told our story. We will articulate our history more fully with tangible markers and celebrations to acknowledge the many AU heroes from diverse backgrounds and the contributions they have made to our university. Our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Strategic Plan, which will serve as a roadmap for our future, will be crafted with the engagement of our faculty, staff, and students, and will be focused on serving our entire enterprise. In the midterm, with your involvement, we will do better. Our long-term action items will take more time to accomplish. We can all do better by holding each other accountable for the progress on these items and on the items that will be recommended by our strategic planning process. Our enterprise-wide DEI strategic plan and preliminary report will be released in early 2021. We will conduct a campus climate for diversity survey this fall with results expected in early 2021. As we conduct this survey, we need your help, all of your help, in making sure that our community understands how important it is that we hear from them. In the long term, with your commitment, we will do better. These are just a few of the action items that have emerged from our listening sessions, but there is certainly more to come. I want you to know that I need your help. These conversations began with the collective thought that we can do better. And as a result of our dialogue, we are already doing better. We will need students, faculty, and staff to be co-owners of this work, to create the kind of inclusive campus that we aspire to be. There will be new committees formed to help us complete some of these action steps. We need your engagement as we make sure our strategic plan for diversity, equity, and inclusion aligns with our community's needs. And there will be more opportunities to share in additional listening sessions and meetings. Please participate. Success will require a commitment to ongoing and respectful dialogue, and we are excited to continue hearing from you. Please check your email for announcements about these opportunities to contribute. I believe that destiny has brought us all together at this very moment in our history with these very challenges in front of us. With everything going on around in the world, it's important that we, as Augusta University Jaguars, come together and unite in this purpose, a purpose greater than ourselves. And that purpose is to leave this university, our community, our state, our country, and indeed the entire world better than we found it. We can do better. We are already doing better, and we will continue to do better. I'm optimistic about our path forward, and as we travel this journey together, we will occasionally be able to look back and see just how far we've come. In those moments, it will be important to acknowledge that we are better for having begun this journey. We will keep getting better as we travel this road, and we will keep pressing onward and upward towards a place where diversity, equity, and inclusion represent the very pillars of greatness, for a place where everyone aspires to be, called Augusta University. Thank you so much for listening, and go Jags!